Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off. We are back.
We're with our Cuban friend Gio.
Hello.
He's
Not
wearing
Cuban.
Look at the
It's
hoodie.
Cubs.
It's Cubs, not
Cubs.
Cuba. But
It's not Cuba.
we got Gio back on the
No,
pod.
bro, I swear to God, he rolled up today. I'm like, why the fuck you wearing a
It's the
Cuba?
S. Do you see the S?
But I was like, bro, the U.S.
Yeah.
beat Cuba last
Look.
night. I'm like, why are you wearing a
Yeah, I'm
Cuba
gonna be
baseball hoodie?
MLB logo 2003 playoffs.
All right, for the listeners,
Cubs.
Gio's wearing a Cubs hoodie, and it looks like Cuba, the S, cursive S.
script.
Could look like an A sometimes.
It does. It does.
So it looks
Very-
like Cuba.
I get it.
And the Cubs are in its top of mind is, you know, how much Trey Turner and the U.S. kicked Cuba's ass last
go,
night. So
USA.
I was like, you're not even Cuban, you're Italian.
Italian. But I'm not. I'm
You're
not
also
Cuban.
American.
I'm also.
Yeah, but
that
both the
as well.
Cubans and the Italians have great coffee.
That's true.
So they have a
That's
little connection
real good
there.
coffee.
I think an Americano is not bad as well.
That's a good one. man.
Americans.
Eh.
But yeah, we got Gio back on the pod. Adam is obviously out right now. A little family vacay.
He is.
Much deserved. But, you know, things are still happening in the NFL offseason.
A lot of things.
Keep moving.
They don't stop.
We're not gonna shit on the Dolphins because Adam isn't here, though we did
we
think
did.
about doing
Yeah,
that. We thought about using this as an opportunity just to rail the Dolphins
Yeah,
and
they're
say why
bad.
they're gonna lose everything.
I'm telling you, boys, this is a golden opportunity that we're passing up. I don't agree. I don't agree with the moral decision making.
All I'll say, Dolphins
To
0
not shit on the
17.
Dolphins?
All I'll say, Dolphins
Who's
0
to say they
17.
won't?
Who's to say they
yeah.
won't?
No
You
one
never know.
here.
They still could.
mean,
still could.
still
Haven't
could.
won yet.
Yeah.
Haven't won yet.
Jesus Christ, the fact they haven't won is crazy.
That's unbelievable.
Holy.
Well, the Dolphins are taking Tua's fifth-year option.
They are. That did happen today.
So that's some relevant Dolphins news.
That's
Well, other than
nice.
that, Dolphins are never really relevant, and Adam always just brings them to the forefront of the conversation.
Dolphins
He
have
thinks
never-
that everyone's
He thinks that
always
everyone
talking
gives a
about the
fuck about-
Dolphins.
I
It's
have
like,
never
no one
talked about the
cares.
Dolphins
In my life.
until Adam.
And I'm,
In my life, bro. Like not once.
Never.
and I'm a Jets fan, and we don't talk about the Dolphins. We talk about the Patriots. We talk about the Bills. We don't talk about the
Yeah, and
Dolphins.
they're in your
We talk about
division,
the
bro.
Dolphins,
I talked
bro.
more about the Chargers growing up than I did the Dolphins.
Yes,
At least they had
bro,
like
I talked more
LT
about-
and Phillip Rivers
I
and
think I
shit.
talked about the Houston Oilers more because they had great uniforms.
Exactly.
And they had Warren Moon. Like, I don't fucking know.
Whatever. But we're not talking about the
Yeah,
Dolphins.
we
Well,
won't. We won't.
yeah, we're not. There you go. That's all. That's all
And
we're
Adam's
gonna do
gonna
right
be come back. He's like, you guys still talked about him though.
No, but we are going to talk about Felipe's team, the Cowboys. Cowboys got Brandin Cooks this weekend.
Sure did.
Very
Congrats,
exciting.
there. Thanks, man.
What
Appreciate
is
it. It's respect.
are the Cowboys the best offense now in the NFC?
I
Do you
don't.
think- does Brandin Cooks to the Cowboys make the Cowboys the best offense in the NFC?
No, I think the Eagles still are. They made it to the Super Bowl. Most of that offense is still intact. Obviously, Sanders left, Miles Sanders, and I don't think it makes that big of a difference. He's not that good.
Where's Sanders now?
Carolina.
He just wanted to back.
Yeah, he just wanted it back, and it was good
He
for him.
deserved
He
it.
went and got it.
Yeah.
Carolina cooking.
But I think the Eagles still are. The Cowboys, though, are probably number two. I still give respect to the Niners. They're so complete as an offense. But the Cowboys are really good. I wanted DeAndre Hopkins, but obviously you go get Brandin Cooks for like a fifth and a sixth or something
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
I think if I'm the Cowboys, I'd rather have Brandon Cooks for a fifth and sixth than trade away maybe a first for D-Hop.
Yeah, so the value
Like-
probably was even better than you would have gotten for D-Hop. So now one of the biggest problems was receiver. Now you cover that up. You got CD. Now you got
Good
Brandon Cooks.
trio.
Now Michael Gallup. People forget he was coming off of an ACL last year. So now he's going to be 2 years removed, or I guess like over a year removed from an ACL as the number three, not the number
He had
two.
flashes last year too.
Throughout the
Michael
end
Gallup's
of the
a solid
season,
receiver.
which
He's a solid
gave him
receiver.
some time. But now he's going from a number two to a number three. And obviously Noah Brown with the Houston. Nobody gives a fuck about Noah Brown. But you got the trio of receivers there. You got a couple of tight ends that are going to be coming up for the Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, Peyton
I'll say
Hendershot.
no more
Dalton Schultz.
Schultz.
But Schultz was a product of Dak.
No
let's
more
be real.
Zeke either, bro.
No
Yeah,
more
we're
Zeke.
good
So
with
that is great.
That's
but
fine.
The Cowboys do need to fill that hole, and there's been a lot of rumors out there about Bijan going to Dallas late in the first round. Obviously, these big time running backs aren't going early in first rounds anymore. If somebody like Bijan happens to fall to the Cowboys in the first round, that could be dangerous.
You
So
have been saying you don't think Pollard's like a for sure workhorse.
he's not an every down back.
Like-
And remind me, Pollard was tagged, right?
Tagged.
So it kind of makes sense if they were to draft Bijan because you have one more year of Pollard. If they lose Pollard, then you get Bijan as your workhorse back. But the Cowboys, they're looking real good. People forget Brandin Cooks. He's got 6 seasons of 1,000+ yards. I believe it's 6.
In
Or
a
he's
9-year career.
And he's 29. So he still has a lot
he's
of
only
football
29?
left. Only 29.
Wow, I thought he was
He's
like
still got a lot of
32.
football left. This is going to be an exciting Cowboys team, but it all relies on your boy Dak.
Well, it all relies
That's
on
it.
Dak, but let's think about like Brandon Cooks. You mentioned 6,000 yard seasons and 9 9 years of in his career.
Look at the quarterbacks he's played
Look,
with.
that's what I was going to look at the quarterbacks he's played.
Drew Brees.
Yeah, outside of Brees, he was a superstar in New Orleans with Drew
Yeah.
Brees. But outside of that, bro, he's been in Houston.
He was
been
with
in
Deshaun though for.
Oh
a
no,
year.
I think at the Patriots he might have been with Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah, he was with
Well, he had
Brady
a good year there.
for a little bit. Yeah, and then
But
So maybe
Deshaun.
we were
And
completely
now
off on that.
No,
season.
after he went from New Orleans to New England. He likes the news.
Last year, not this,
After that, he's been with bad
not
quarterbacks.
this previous year, but the year before, after Deshaun was out, he had 1,000 yards, and then this past year he was
Yeah.
a little bit injured, and there was that.
Was that Neck
the trade-
Mills rookie year?
Whose year?
Yeah.
Neck Mills?
Neck Mills, baby.
Yeah, he's been playing with a shit ton of quarterbacks the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And he's still been producing. Now, he's not the type of guy who's going to be like an alpha number one because he just doesn't have that size. He's like 5'10".
No.
He's fast as fuck. He's a burner.
You don't need
But
that.
that's why you put him next to CD. When he's the number 2, that's insane. He was the number 1 in New Orleans. But when he doesn't need to be the number 1, he can be next to CD. And then you got Gallup, who's really the big, like the go up and get it guy, red zone guy. Then you really can do something dangerous there.
I was like, I don't think like CD or Brandin Cooks are an alpha wide receiver 1, but when you pair them with each other, they can go off.
Yeah.
Like
I think CD is. I think
I
he
don't.
proved
CD,
it.
I could give CD that credit
C-
that he's their number 1 wide receiver.
He's
I'm not saying like alpha number. He's a number 1 receiver.
I think CD is Justin Jefferson. They're the same type of receiver.
Whoa.
Jefferson is better.
Chill the fuck out.
We're talking about types of
Hey,
receivers,
yo.
right? Because I hear what you're saying. Because you're not saying you're not.
I don't think
you're
CD's
not
a top
poo-pooing-
10 receiver either.
Oh, I
Well,
do.
that's a horrible take.
I do. He's definitely top 10,
So
but
now
he's
you're
not
poo-pooing.
top. I don't think he's top 5.
That's fine. He's top
Not even
8,
close to top
top
5.
7, top 8. He's definitely top
CD's
10.
really
CD
good.
had a top 5
but
season.
saying
If we're
that
being
CD
fully
is
honest.
Justin Jefferson is
No,
it's
because you're
not-
misinterpreting. Because I thought with Jack, apparently he was poo-pooing. I thought Jack wasn't. I thought Jack wasn't poo-pooing CD. He was just kind of talking about like the alpha X, go up and get it, Mike Evans type of receiver, and CD's not that. I agree, but Justin Jefferson's not that. Justin Jefferson's a route runner. That's how he's going to kill you. He's not. You're not throwing it up to. Who says Justin Jefferson's mossing people? He has a couple
he did
times,
last year.
but he's not known. Yeah, he had the greatest catch ever. Actually,
That's not the
But
thing that
he's
he's
not
known
known
for.
for that, right? Whereas like a guy like Calvin, a guy like Julio, guys like that are just bigger, are going to go up and do that. CD's not like that either. But he can. His ability to contort his body, make any type of catch, his route running, his speed, his catch, his run after catch is some of the best in the game. So
His yak.
Yeah.
I love yak. I'm
Love
big
Yak.
yak.
you remember him
guy.
at OU? That shit was.
Yeah, he was
remember that
on
one
Yak
play
too.
against Texas?
I don't.
Oh, when he like there was
Red
like
River
there was
rivalry?
like 6 guys. There was like 6 guys around CD, and like, he was around the 20-yard line, and he made everybody miss. Got to the end zone. It's pretty cool. Maybe we like do a little social clip and put that highlight in there.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right as you said that. Jack,
For sure.
What do you think about the Cowboys being the best offense in the NFC? Do you agree?
As long as they got Pick Boy throwing like 1 million picks a year, probably not. But Dak is
Pick
still
Boy.
Dak is still one of, if not the best quarterback in the NFC. So I think
Thanks.
that the last year is kind of an anomaly.
I don't know how to feel after
could
he like
definitely
followed
do
up
it.
Pig Boy with that.
You don't think the
Yeah.
Niners are a better offense?
Wait, did have.
I think the Niners do have a better offense, but the quarterback situation is just so murky that I don't even want to put them in any conversation with that right now.
Yeah.
Just because we don't know. Like if it's Trey Lance, we have no fucking clue what he can do on a football field.
Yeah,
he's been
stinks.
healthy for what, like 4 games that he's played, and one of them was in a monsoon in Chicago, so he can't even really
overrated.
play. And then there's another couple ones his rookie year. I think he started 3 games. His rookie year, he started 2 games, and it was like last second put him in because Jimmy's hurt, some type of shit.
He's overrated.
Trey Lance?
Yeah, I think
How's
Trey
he
Lance is
overrated?
I think
No
Trey
one
Lance
rates
is
him.
overrated.
You can't
what
even
do you
rate
mean?
him.
People were super high last season coming in on
You
Trey
can't
Lance.
say he's overrated because he's
overrated.
played 3
He's
fucking
overrated.
games.
People put him on this high pedestal where they're like, oh, Trey Lance is
Who
going to
has
be the
put
next
him on
big-
that pedestal?
So many people.
Niner fans don't even put him on that
okay,
pedestal.
maybe not Niner fans,
The
but every
people.
other person
All
in
the
the NFL
people.
was like, oh my God, Trey Lance is going to be the
Name
next
one
big thing.
person who
I don't
did
know.
that.
You think I got names? My friend Jim. How's that sound for you, buddy? No, I have no idea, but people were super high on Trey Lance coming into the season. I was like, guys, you got to watch more of him. He's not as good as you
So
think
you
he
were
is.
basing it
He's
off of
good.
2 games his rookie year based off of no
It's just
fucking
that. It's not
practice
even
time.
college too. Like he's good. He's a good quarterback.
You
but
tell
he's
me
not,
you watched North Dakota State football.
I've
Get
seen-
the
I've
fuck
seen
out of
clips.
here. No, you
I've
did
seen
not.
clips. When the draft comes up, I watch some clips. Don't get me wrong. Listen.
DSU, baby.
I think Trey Lance is a good quarterback, but people were putting him on such a high pedestal. They were saying he could be a top 5 quarterback, which is absolutely blasphemous. Brock Purdy,
asinine?
he's not.
Are you about to say Brock Purdy can be?
I think Brock Purdy is a better quarterback than Trey Lance. I'll say that right here, right
Okay.
now.
Why?
Why? Because we saw from Brock Purdy. He came in out of
he's
fucking
played better.
nowhere. He played in the Big 12. Where did Trey Lance play? North Dakota State. What kind of fucking shit conference is that?
They're the best team in Division 1.
FBS.
FCS.
No,
Ooh, FCS.
FCS.
That's the Bama of FCS, is it
Cool,
not?
But we knock guys every single
Yeah, it
year for playing in lower conferences and for lower teams, but even though they're the star over there, how does it translate to the NFL when you got big ass dudes like Aaron Donald coming at you? You don't got that in North Dakota State. You think you got that in the FCS? Come on.
No, I agree.
Come on.
So wait, we're
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy's better than
played
Trey
at
Lance,
Iowa
yes.
State. I think he's better than Trey Lance. Do I think he's going to be like a top 5 quarterback? I don't know. We'll see. But
here's the thing: there's
better
no
than him.
fucking way to tell if he's better than Trey Lance. There's not
there
enough
is.
film.
No, he's performed better. He's
Did you
performed
see it?
better. I agree
as
with
a
you,
Niner
though.
fan,
And
I
every
love Brock Purdy, but I'd rather start Trey Lance going into this year.
I agree.
Because you don't know what Trey Lance has.
It's
you don't
because
know
of
what
the
he's got.
possibility.
We know what he has.
yes.
We know we
It's
see
because of the
him.
possibility.
It's this thing. Is Brock Purdy's floor way higher? His ceiling is not that much higher than the
Why
floor.
not?
But that's still a very good quarterback at its peak. And Trey Lance, his floor is low. His ceiling is stupid fucking
Why
high.
is his ceiling stupid high? Why?
Because of his
He's got-
ability.
dude, he's like
You saw that with
stupid
Brock
athletic.
Purdy's got that ability
He's
too.
like
No, he
doesn't.
he's
No,
like
he doesn't.
6'5", 240, can run like a
Can run.
4.5, 4.6 40. He's got a fucking cannon.
Yeah.
You tell me that's not terrifying
Look.
if you're a defense facing the Niners offense with him and those weapons?
Yeah.
You could do some damage. But
Yeah.
if Trey doesn't play well, then you got this guy that you
Right.
know can play well in your system, Brock Purdy. I love it. As a Niner fan, it's a great problem to have.
No, it's a good problem. You guys have a really great
Brock
problem.
Purdy's better than Trey Lance, but you should start Trey Lance because if Trey Lance can put it together, it was the same thing with Patrick Mahomes.
It's if he doesn't, cool. We just put in Brock, bro.
Mahomes, there was a good chance. A lot of people thought he was going to pan out. He was a high ceiling guy and was played in the air raid offense at Texas
But
Tech.
who's still on that roster that year that he went off was Alex Smith, just in case.
Yeah, so I think it's a similar situation. But that's all to say that the Niners right now aren't in the conversation for best offense in the NFC. I think it's between the Cowboys and Eagles. I'm going to still give the Eagles the edge. Jalen Hurts had a great year, a better year than Dak. The Eagles offense, complete receivers. I don't know who's going to step in at running back for them. I don't know.
You could stick anyone at running back. You have Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell. Like you have guys that type of offense.
Yeah.
Is you could plug any running back there and they'll do well. And they're a running back by committee team. So you
They
can
are.
have 3 running
Especially
backs.
with
And
Hurts
you just run
being
them
able
down.
to-
I almost feel like that's like, I can't tell if I'd rather have like that kind of situation or like the Niners as a running back.
I was about to say that.
But like you can also pick and plug quarterbacks then if they get to learn the system with the Niners and you know that they have all this talent around that's going to make that quarterback better. People forget last year, the Niners when Brock Purdy was playing was the best offense in the NFL. Most points, most efficiency. Like there's some fucking Adams DVO date.
But you guys wanna start
DVOA
Trey
motherfucking stats.
DVDWZ.
Yeah, your mother's ass. And I don't know. The Niners, if Trey Lance can figure his shit out, if he's actually fucking good, that's going to be the most scary team in the NFL by a mile.
Okay, so ranking offenses in the NFC, right? If we're going to rank offenses, I'm going to go Eagles 1, Cowboys 2, Niners 3, and I'm probably going Vikings 4.
yeah.
Even though they don't perform at a very high ceiling compared to
What
they have.
What about the Lions?
Just about to
They-
say.
that
they
team
ain't
can
top.
score.
Just about to say.
Their
You're right, they
defense
can
is
score.
booty cheeks.
That's part of the reason they can
Well,
score
they got
because their
better-
defense is
Who
never
are
on
their
the field. So they're
receivers?
all,
Amon-Ra St.
Amon-Ra.
Brown. You have
They used to have Chark. Chark's
DJ
out there.
Chark come back? No.
They got
No.
Jameson Williams from
Jameson
Bama,
Williams,
who's awesome.
he's coming.
Yeah,
He's gonna
he's
have a full
DeAndre
season.
Swift. They got Dave Montgomery now.
What's
Justin
Khalif
Jamal.
Raymond? Nice little slot receiver.
Oh yeah, well I saw him on Hard Knocks.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I don't know. Jared Goff's not that good.
Jared Goff's he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFC.
Okay, yeah. So I do want to talk about that actually because we're talking about just like the top offenses in the NFC. Like obviously, like Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott might be the top 2 quarterbacks in the NFC. Which
Now that
Even
Rodgers
that's-
is,
even
I
that's-
guess are we assuming
everybody-
Rodgers is gone?
I'm
Jimmy
curious.
Rodgers is gone.
I'm curious.
My
Like
New York Jets.
the quarterbacks in the NFC are pretty ass. So I would say.
Oh, chill out. I like
they're not
that.
great.
They
Not
are. They're
great.
pretty ass.
Not great.
Like think about
Asses
how
are nice,
heavy.
though.
Think about how top heavy the AFC quarterbacks are. Mahomes, Allen, now Rodgers,
Mid.
everyone else.
You could just
We're
name a
talking
team and they
Burrow,
have a good quarterback.
whatever.
Like it's
Bro, you're
gross.
seeing a bunch
So
of-
rank the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC.
Brock Purdy.
No.
And then Trey Lance, Sam Darnold, Josh Johnson, and then
Sammy.
McCaffrey when he plays.
When he throws
coming
the
in.
ball, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot you guys got Sam Darnold.
I mean,
too.
first off, I'll go out and say that there's no great quarterback in the NFC. Like I can say that. Matter
don't
of
think
fact,
Jalen Hurts?
I don't think Jalen Hurts is great yet. He had a great season.
Okay.
And you got to be able to separate a great season from just being a great player. He had a really good year.
He had a fucking.
You don't think Jalen Hurts is
almost
a top
MVP
5
candidate.
quarterback
He's
in
MVP
football?
candidate.
You don't think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback in football?
No, I do.
But
So he's not
I think
great?
what he's saying
gonna be
is
great.
that he's not.
So he's not great?
Obviously,
How
he's
is
not
he
on the
not great?
Mahomes level.
Because
but
there's
he's not on
AFC
that.
quarterbacks.
But you're saying he's not on the
There's a whole other
Josh Allen.
conference.
He's not on the Josh Allen, Joe Burrow level.
He's not right. And to answer your question, Matan, there's a whole other conference, right? So if I'm gonna put other quarterbacks there, let's look at Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence. So the top 5 can be filled with AFC guys. Lamar Jackson. So I could say Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC, and he's not even in my top 5 quarterbacks.
Right.
But I do think he's the best quarterback in the NFC. I'll take him over Dak because of what he just did. I'm still just not confident in saying that he is great yet. Whereas Josh Allen is great, Joe Burrow is great, Patrick Mahomes is great. I'm not going to say Trevor Lawrence
is on the verge of it.
Is on the verge,
right
so I'm
there.
still not going to say Trevor Lawrence is great, even though he had a good year. So that's why I say there's no great quarterbacks in the NFC. If anybody's clear, stay on number 1 right now, it's Jalen Hurts. And then after that, I think it gets tricky. But I will go Jalen Hurts 1, if I'm ranking quarterbacks in the NFC. Jalen Hurts 1, Dak 2. I'm still going to give respect, Super Bowl winner, Matthew Stafford 3. And then I'm going to go Kirk Cousins 4 and Derek Carr 5.
We have almost the same exact list.
And I'm thinking about Geno somewhere in there. Like I said, one good year, it's hard for me to do
Jared
one
Goff.
good year. Jared Goff is somewhere in there too.
He's
6,
gotta
7.
be there. He's got
The fact that we're even bringing Jared Goff and Geno Smith into the top 5 conversation.
Why are we talking shit on Jared Goff?
Jared Goff's a dog.
I just think it's
dude.
ridiculous.
He's a dog.
Why are we talking shit on Jared Goff?
Who are your top 5 quarterbacks?
I'll tell you who's in it is Jared fucking Goff.
Who are your top 5 quarterbacks in the
Mars.
NFC?
My top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC are, as Felipe said, one's got to be Jalen Hurts. I think that's not even close to
I think we all agree, right? One Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is one of my
And then 2 through 4, pretty 2 through 5, pretty interchangeable.
Really?
I think 2 is still Dak. I know he had a shit year last year, but talent-wise, he's definitely better than most other guys. 3, I'll go Kirk. 4, I'll go Goff. 5, I'll go Stafford.
Okay.
Like Stafford, if it was,
No
I
Daniel
know he was playing
Jones?
like hurt last year, but he still had a really, really bad year when he was playing.
Yeah, he had a bad year.
And Daniel Jones, love the guy
Multi-millionaire
to
Daniel
death.
Jones.
Love the guy to death. Really good fucking fella. Loves his Pacificos with the lime in it, as do I. But I can't put him in top 5.
Love
Yeah,
him for the brand.
yeah.
But that's how bad it is. You're talking
Yeah.
about a guy like
Daniel-
Jared Goff being in
yeah.
the top
Bad.
5 in a conference, bro.
That's tough.
Not good.
Don't like to see
Agreed.
that.
NFC is not
Derek
performing.
Carr lost his job
Yes.
in the AFC, and now we're talking about him being a top 5 quarterback in the NFC. Like, that's how bad the NFC
That's sad.
quarterback group is.
Listen,
Who do you got?
So for my top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC, I think it's clear cut 1, 2 is Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott. I don't think
That's
it's
love. That's love.
I
I really
agree. I don't think
think
two. I don't think that's
I don't think there's a
interchangeable.
conversation for someone to leapfrog Dak. But number 3, got my boy Jared Goff at number 3.
You love Jared
Listen,
Goff, bro.
does.
listen.
I like Jared
this
Goff, but you
guy,
love-
this fella could play some football. He could sling the ball. The Lions are cooking something up over there. Number 4, Kirk Cousins, Captain Kirk, specifically 1 p.m.
Kirk
Other times,
Thuggins.
Kirk Thuggins. Number 5, Derek Carr. Derek Carr, number 5.
It's
Listen,
kind of like you
people
didn't want to say
forget-
Derek Carr.
Listen,
I
people
don't.
forget. It was tough.
I don't want to say Derek Carr.
3 through 5 for me is, I could leave Kirk Cousins out and put in Geno Smith.
Yeah, I agree.
You could put in Daniel
not 3,
Jones.
not
You could
3.
put in-
Jared Goff is clear number 3 for me personally. But 4 and 5, I could put Geno Smith in. Derek Carr, people forget that he was actually really, really good before this past year. It was top 5 in yards
Going into
and
this year, people
touchdowns.
was talking MVP for him because he got Devontae.
And listen, and they were, and they should have, but the offense stunk. The
defense
offense was
stunk,
not good there.
too.
Defense didn't help. The
offense was decent. He just threw too many picks.
Coordinators.
And the
Coordinators.
I would
The
take. I would
passing-
rather have Derek Carr over Kirk Cousins. I think I would put him
I agree.
higher.
I do too.
I like
I agree.
Kirk.
But,
I like Kirk, but he
as
gets
pure
too much hate.
performance
Kirk.
going right now, like Kirk is
Kirk
better.
you could trust. Kirk is a guy
I
that
don't
you
like
could trust.
Kirk.
I don't like him either.
Kirk
It's
is
yucky.
good.
If we're
bro.
talking about Matt Stafford, who obviously had a shit season, didn't even play. I feel like he didn't play a lot.
half the season.
didn't.
He had a
I-
shit season as still being in the top 3 in the NFC.
I don't
which
think
is
he's got it
ridiculous.
anymore.
Then
know-
same thing. I think I would rather have Carr over Kirk.
You know what
yes,
this
Kirk
goes-
had a better
you know
season
what
than
this
Carr,
goes
but I
back
still
to?
think Carr is the better
Our
quarterback.
debate that we had on Thursday, blowjobs versus pizza. All right, we're not going to get into it too much, but you went on the side of you'll take the elite of what you can possibly get. That is
filet.
better. But like I always said, a bad pizza is even good pizza, and Kirk Cousins is better than Derek Carr on most days.
true.
And that's why I'll take Kirk Cousins.
Kirk
over
is
Derek
so
Carr.
hated for
Clip
no
that.
reason. It's good. That's a good analogy. I actually thought of 2 quick things. One, Kirk, Actually, let me go the other way around. Then I'm going to mention Kirk real quick. Number 1, I forgot Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Because Kyler was
so
hurt.
disrespected.
Kyler was hurt last year, and even when he was playing, he wasn't playing great, but he was without Hopkins. When Hopkins came back, he played good. Then he got hurt. We didn't get to see a full year of Kyler.
Pure talent, that guy's top 5.
I'll actually say
my
top
God.
5 quarterbacks in the NFC. I'll actually go Dak 1, or sorry, Hurts 1,
the bias.
Dak 2, Kyler 3.
Yeah.
And
they're at their
and then I'll go
Pure
Stafford.
ability.
Then I go Stafford and Kirk 5. So that's how I'll do it.
Okay.
No, I feel like Kyler's so insanely disrespected just because of his off the field shit with
the video
sorry, the
games
guy
and
likes
shit.
Warzone, bro.
And he's good.
It's a great game.
Not only likes
all
it,
right?
he's like fucking
He is
good.
good at it.
Yeah.
Like one of the best in
Warzone,
the
is he
world.
really good?
Yeah, he's one of the best gamers, like, period.
I think he could get to that top 5 for me. I think right now he's on that outside, like that Geno Smith. I just want to see next
comparing
year.
We're not
Kyler
comparing.
with Geno?
I'm not-
No,
I'm
let's not. I'm not
comparing them.
letting Geno Smith get above Kyler
I'm
right
not,
now.
I'm not
Yeah.
comparing
That's
them.
ridiculous.
I'm not comparing them.
God.
I'm just saying they're both on the outside. I want to see one more year of being like, all right, if you're good.
Kyler's been
then
good
you're
for many years.
He has
Yeah.
been good, but he's been hurt as well. So let's see like
Did
what
Geno
he does
Smith
this
go
next
undefeated
year.
in high school football in Texas?
No, you're right.
Allen
You're right.
High
that
School.
stat.
You're right.
Allen High School,
Geno
4
Smith
straight
did not
state
do
championships,
that.
bro.
Hey, I learned that one from you,
Yo,
boy.
shout out Den.
And then stop sleeping on Kirk. That was the second thing I wanted to say. Stop sleeping on Kirk. Kirk is good. Now, he's not like a fucking insane. He's not Joe Burrow, like killer mentality, killer instincts, Mamba shit.
He had a lot of comeback wins last year.
But, bro, he's good. He can play, and he's better than Derek Carr. Matan, come on, bro.
I think they're so
He's done
similar.
more. He's done more than
I
Derek.
think they're so similar. Like something
Nah.
about them, they're
Bro,
so.
well, that's funny. You know
They're
what?
the
'Cause
exact same.
You see that
They're
one
both,
guy?
They're both super religious white guys who can like.
Is Kirk religious?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure. Carr for sure.
Could just be
is.
stereotyping.
Like, he's a
I
white
know
quarterback.
Carr
He's
is.
religious. He's Christian.
He is.
Nah.
Come on, look at that.
But,
man.
that reminded me, though, because
He
you said
is.
they're similar.
They're so similar.
We've all
Something
seen
about the way
that
they
meme.
play, they're so similar. I think they're just like a very interchangeable quarterbacks.
We've all seen that meme where it's like you get all the like a bunch of the quarterbacks from around the NFL and like call him this Kirk Cousins. So like Daniel Jones is like the fast Kirk Cousins, and then it's like Derek Carr is like the Christian Kirk Cousins, and
Aaron
Dak
Rodgers-
Prescott's
Aaron
the black
Rodgers
Kirk
is the
Cousins.
good Kirk Cousins.
Like there's so many of them, bro. I saw
there
NFL memes one time. It was
it's
so
like-
funny. Jimmy G's the handsome Kirk Cousin. Bro.
Yeah.
It goes crazy.
I think because Kirk, like he is like good, right?
Yeah.
But he's just
base.
such a
He's just
meme,
the
bro.
base.
Like
He's such a
even
base.
like when Big Cat from Barcelona, whenever
Yeah.
he has like his quarterback tier
a Kirk
rankings for
Cousins.
the week, it'll be like the Kirk Cousins tier, or it
So
has like
good.
Carson Wentz, it has like 5-6 different quarterbacks. I'm like, this makes sense.
just-
The
you
fact
just
that
get it.
there's like.
But what I love about Kirk though is he has personality. Like you like that? Like that
Yeah.
was cool,
Oh,
bro. It was
Washington Kirk
funny
was
because it
different,
just
dude. I
and the
love
It's
that.
cool,
change.
but it's so corny that I
But that's
love
why
that, dude.
exactly.
Like-
And the change
Yes.
so corny, but I love
Bro,
it. So
I need-
shout out Kirk. Man.
I need your boy DJ. I need Daniel Jones to start picking it up in terms of swagger. Be kind of a guy that is corny
I
cool.
love the
you
guy. I
know,
At
love
least
the
be
guy.
corny cool,
He's
yeah.
not swaggy.
Yeah, but you can be corny swaggy.
now he's got money.
Yeah.
He could get trippy. He
That's
could get some
true.
chains.
But when he was
That's
dabbing
true.
up Darren Waller bro, when they were signing the
so
contract.
awkward.
that guy's
That's
wearing
so
a Patagonia vest and Allbirds
was so
probably every
funny.
day. Like he's
Allbirds.
got to get something.
yuck.
Yeah.
What's the next
Allbirds
topic?
are
bro?
comfortable.
Allbirds are fire. I just got a pair for my
What's
birthday.
your 5?
We
didn't hear
no,
that.
he said his
We
five.
just- No, he didn't.
I didn't know. I didn't go.
thought
Oh,
you
what's
did.
your 5, bro?
Okay, before we brought Kyler into the conversation, I'll
Yeah.
tell you what I was going to say. I have Hurts 1, Dak 2. Who was I going to put 3?
Stafford?
Just do your new list with Kyler.
Eli Manning.
Big cock Brock.
No, I'll put Stafford 3, and then I was going to put Carr 4 and Kirk 5.
Nice.
Sam Darnold's
Okay.
in the NFC.
6
just by the way.
DJ.
Yeah, you forgot Daniel
Six
Jones.
DJ.
Yeah, yeah.
DJ's right there, man. He's
Hey,
right there.
you talk about a guy that's not going to lose you a game. That's Daniel Jones right there.
That's
true.
Wrong.
Hey,
Yeah.
No, now,
Now.
Dable.
Yeah,
he
you're
doesn't
right.
turn the
You're
ball
right.
over.
Hey,
You're right.
Baker Mayfield in Tampa, don't sleep.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna be nice.
He's got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
Bro,
now.
Drew Lock.
Yes.
Drew Lock. Jared
Rush
Goff.
re-signed
We
in
were
Dallas.
talking about Jared Goff. You were saying
where's
don't
Drew
hate on the
Lock?
Lions. Everyone's hating on the Lions or hating on Jared Goff.
People love to hate on Jared
They love
Goff.
to hate it. They're
But
wrong.
but the Lions are actually building something legit.
Sure are.
They made some big offseason moves. Do you think that the Lions can actually be legit this year?
Yeah,
Hell
absolutely.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Why?
I think they could win that division now. I don't think that's out of the question. You get 2 stud corners that are
Yeah, they
really underappreciated in my opinion, CJ Gardner-Johnson and Emmanuel Mosley. I would know Mosley's he's a dog when he's not that alpha 1 corner, but when he can get that second receiver to guard them, he's sick. That's how he always was with the Niners when we had Richard Sherman on that side. You got an offense that's been electric. I know you're losing DJ Chark, but he really didn't do shit. Jameson
Still
Williams
got
is gonna
Amon-Ra.
Yeah, dude, you still got Amon-Ra as a top 10, 15 receiver in football. I would say probably top 10 receiver in football right now.
10.
And you have Jameson Williams, who when he played last year was a fucking machine. I like that team a lot. And Jared Goff didn't really turn the ball over high rate last
played
year.
well.
They unleashed him. I like that
They
team.
unleashed the Goff.
Their defense
That's the
is young
problem.
and getting better, though. Like Aiden Hutchinson's going to come into his second year.
He's so good.
Rodrigo,
just added those
that middle
pieces.
linebacker is coming up. They added those corners. Like they're going to get better defensively because they're getting older. And then they pick up 2 established corners in the league. Like
And
they got
the
picks.
Lions have a ton of picks. They have the
Yeah.
6th, the 18th, the 48th, and the 55th.
Dude,
They got a lot of picks.
that's where you go out and you can get a stud defensive lineman. You can go out and get
Was that 2
offensive
firsts, 2
linemen if you
seconds?
want.
The
Yeah.
Lions
That's nice.
were a game away from making the playoffs.
Exactly.
Last year.
Yeah.
And now they've only gotten better. The one thing that was hindering them last year was also their defense because their
Yeah, it
offense
was.
was scoring at an insane rate. But
Yeah,
their
they were.
defense was also letting up points at an even more insane rate. So the defense is getting better. The offense is cooking. That you just picked up David
The
Montgomery
defense
too.
was cooking at the end of the
Yeah,
year,
they
too.
picked, they really got into a groove.
And the culture
They
is-
picked up David Montgomery, which, I'm not crazy about that pick. I
It's
like
okay.
David
It's
Montgomery
okay.
a lot.
He's
He's
better
young.
than-
He's 25.
he's better than Jamal Williams,
He is,
so I'd rather
he's
have
better
that.
than Jamal Williams.
Yeah,
But when
but
you
then
have
he has
DeAndre
Swift,
Swift,
who always
it
gets
kind of
hurt.
like doesn't make sense. But maybe they're, they don't know what they have. Because I felt like last year they didn't even know what they had with DeAndre Swift. And maybe David Montgomery is their running back of the future.
I feel like they didn't
don't
really
know.
trust DeAndre Swift for some reason.
He couldn't stay healthy.
No. But you
Swift
also
always get hurt.
He always gets hurt. But you got David Montgomery cheap, $18 million for 3 years.
That's cheap.
That's why
For
I'm telling
a
you,
young quarterback, a young
With-
running back like that could pop off.
with
sign me up.
DeAndre Swift's injury history, like you were saying, he's like always
Yeah.
getting hurt. I'd rather have Montgomery as my backup because he was actually a feature back in Chicago for a
Yeah.
while, and he was damn good at it.
He was good.
So I
He could catch. He could catch the ball out of the
And you were saying
backfield.
the culture.
The culture of the Lions, yeah.
The culture, I mean, they set it up. Was it Dan Campbell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Really set that thing up. Like, they want to play for him. That's one of the coaches that, if you're a player, like, you're going to fight for your coach. That's what we saw at the end of the year. They were playing spoiler. They weren't getting into the playoffs.
No.
That last, week 18?
It was against the Packers.
They playing the Packers,
Yeah.
and they weren't getting in. All they were trying
That
to
felt
do was
like their
ruin
Super Bowl.
It felt
That was
like
awesome.
but their Super Bowl was literally ruining the Packers' chances of making
Yeah.
the playoffs, and they did it. So they play hard, they play hungry. So the culture they have, the defense getting better.
If you look at like
They're gonna
all
be
their
good.
other assistant coaches and stuff, they're all former players. They're not like these
Exactly.
coaching tree guys. They're former players that were leaders on teams. Maybe not the best player on those teams,
Makes
but
you,
like
makes it easy to follow.
Yeah, dude,
but I
like,
think
they know what they're doing.
what we should point out is that the Bears are getting all the hype, and I think where everybody's talking about, oh wow, like the Bears are primed for a big jump because of all the
We've
picks
been
they
on
have.
that.
Yeah, we have been on that.
They made a million
big
moves
jump.
this offseason.
They did.
that-
A lot of some good moves
Looking
at
incredible
receiver,
moves.
some
Smart
flashy
A lot of
moves.
money.
Yep.
They have a lot
And
of
they
picks
still
going
have a lot
forward.
of
They have a
money
lot
left.
of. They still have a lot of money. So it's like, wow, what are they going to do now? They're putting everything around Justin Fields to go
Yeah.
get it. But we've also, even though we've been on the Bears train, we've also said that this won't be the year. It'll be next year.
Yeah.
But what it seems like is like the media perception and just fans in general. Everybody's talking about the Bears. Nobody's talking about the Lions.
But it's also because Chicago's a huge market.
Yeah.
People love Chicago. I
Yeah.
love Chicago. Great fucking.
No, but it's a
city,
good
but-
point.
It's also
Everybody's
Justin
talking about
Fields.
the Bears, but the Lions might actually be further along in
Oh,
building
yeah. They are.
building up their team for the future
Yeah.
success than
I
the
would say
Bears
further
are.
along.
Jared Goff is much more of a guarantee right now to
Absolutely.
play well than Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Well, we know what
Just-
Jared Goff is.
Exactly.
We don't know what Justin Fields is.
Justin Fields could be that guy since he got DJ Moore, but it's a big if. It's a big if because he still turns the ball over at an alarming rate. He can run better than probably. I think he might be the best rushing
as
quarterback
good
in
as
football.
good as anyone.
It's
yeah.
him, Lamar, like
him and
Daniel
Lamar.
Jones.
Yeah.
But I think if
Cooper
you're the
Rush.
Lions, you feel really good with your team that you got because
Cooper
you're like,
Rush,
hey,
quarterback.
all we have to do. Jared Goff is a guy I think you saw with the Rams. You can win games with. You can go to a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. Maybe not win one. You can go to the Super Bowl with him.
Yeah.
If you build up a team around him, it's a lot
Dude,
easier
they were
to do
like
that.
the best offensive football for
Yeah.
2
They
years.
were.
That Rams.
It was
those
remember that
Rams
one
team,
game with
right?
the
That
Chiefs where it was like
Rams-Chiefs Monday night
53,
game.
51. It was
Yeah, Goff can
insane.
sling.
That was
Goff
when
can
football
sling it.
fucking peaked.
With the Bears, we talked. Everyone in the NFL talked about how Justin Fields needed that one more receiver. You saw it with Jalen Hurts, with AJ Brown. You saw it with Josh Allen, with Stephon Diggs. Now you got DJ Moore.
Saw
Bears-
Tua with Tyreek.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
He's
That's
not wrong,
kinda right,
but
but
yeah.
yeah.
But
Kinda.
now you got DJ Moore. It's time to see if he could actually get the job done because you know he could do it on the ground. He could run the heck out of the ball.
He can throw it too.
He could throw it too.
He's a
Now
good
it's
thrower.
time to see can he actually put it all together. But my pick for the Lions, this is a little bold take. Lions, they're going to win the division next year.
He said that too.
I did say that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, well, I missed that part. Whatever. I'm saying it now. Lions winning the division, Dan Campbell winning Coach of the Year. That's
I
it.
can see it.
'Cause
Yeah.
they're gonna
look.
turn around. They're gonna put together maybe 12 wins. I wouldn't be surprised.
12 wins,
The
Campbell's
NFC,
winning.
the NFC. We just talked about the quarterbacks. The NFC is not that strong.
The Vikings are losing a few players on defense,
Yes.
a few key players. The Lions are just getting better.
Just getting better.
The Bears, like we said, not their time to win. Who the fuck is Jordan Love? I don't know what the hell he's going to bring to the table for the Packers.
Don't trust him.
Like it is. I think
It's a similar to Trey Lance
weirdly
situation.
enough, the NFC North is the Lions to lose in 2023.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's weird.
wild that he
Yeah.
like.
Because when you said that, when you first said it, I got the Lions winning the division. I like it kind of hit me like
You
a
had to
little
think about
blasphemous at first, but I had to think about it because I'm not like Adam and like overreacting.
Aaron
It's
Rodgers
because they've
leaving
been
is like
bad.
the best thing to happen to the NFC North.
Yes.
You know
Bears-
what?
this is
People
like
are
the Bears
celebrating.
Super Bowl.
Yes.
All my friends from Chicago, they're like, bro, this is like probably the best thing to happen to the Bears in forever. And I'm like, oh, what do you mean? They're like, Rodgers leaving. Like, thank fucking God he's gone because they.
I mean, look, it's like the Bills when Brady left. You saw them thrive.
Yeah.
It became the Bills division.
Yes.
And the Bears think it's going to be theirs, but then the Lions are going to go take it this
The
year.
Lions are actually good.
The Lions,
The
Bears
funny
are a
thing
couple
is,
years out.
In the next like 10 years, though, it's going to be Lions and Bears.
Probably, yeah.
Or at least like 5 years.
Well, yeah,
Lions
because
and
funny.
Vikings, Kirk's getting old. Like, Kirk's not going to be there forever.
They got to find a
And
replacement.
they
Still, in
also-
my
The
they
opinion.
Packers
also-
couldn't even win with
and the-
Aaron Rodgers. How the fuck are they going to win with Jordan
Yeah,
Love?
and the Vikings don't necessarily even like Kirk Cousins. Like there's still rumors of they want to
Yeah,
move on
Cook-
from him. So we don't know
He
what the
has-
Vikings are going to be. The Packers are probably going to suck.
The Vikings need to the Vikings need to make a splash at quarterback,
Yeah.
and I don't mean like they need to go get some. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they went and go get guys.
yeah.
Like,
Maybe draft a guy
I can't
with
even speak.
potential. Draft
Go-
Anthony Richardson.
Or fucking try to make a trade for Lamar or something
Yeah.
like that. Like go make a splash
Who,
or
the
draft
Packers?
the Vikings.
the Vikings.
Like I'm
The
saying,
Vikings.
go because right now, bro, they're just treading on average every single year,
Yes.
even though
Or
they
like
have so
slightly
many
above.
picks. Or
Painfully
slightly above.
average.
Like, dude, they had a really good record this year, right? But their fucking point differential was negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you
That's
do that? It's
insane.
like it's
And
fucking
they,
wild.
and they lost to the Giants in the playoffs. No offense, but they
Giants are a good
should
team.
have beaten
The
the
Giants
Giants.
were a
They
team
should
that
have
The
should
Giants
not
were a
have-
team that always were like I was saying that all year. The Giants
Yeah.
were better, were as good as the Vikings. Even though the
Yeah.
Vikings would pull out wins in the end.
So either
that
make a
was the
splash
difference.
at quarterback or draft somebody now and develop so that Kirk is out in 3-4 years, even maybe like 2-3
years.
years,
Yeah, 2.
and then this guy can go play. Whether it's Anthony Richardson or whether it's even like take a shot at somebody else.
Stetson Bennett.
Here's my hot take. I think the Packers will be better because of my whole winning franchise theory, and the Lions are still not going to be great. The Packers are going to find a way to make Jordan Love decent.
Because the Lions are the Jets.
The
right?
Lions are the Jets. They're the same. They're America's team,
Yeah,
but they're
they
the
kinda
same.
are.
They're the New York Jets with baby blue and in Detroit.
Yeah,
gonna
it's
win.
like
it
it's
is.
like Daniel Jones is the fast Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
the Lions are just the,
They're the
Blue
Midwest Jets.
They're the Midwest Jets.
Jets.
Exactly.
That's a nice ring to
The
it. Midwest
Lions are
Jets.
the Midwest
The
Jets.
slander's
Exactly.
heinous.
I can see where you're going, but
I'm
even
just
good
saying
it's
franchises
heinous.
have off years, like the Patriots. This past
Yeah,
year,
yeah,
like
that's
off
fair.
year, so it's like I agree with you for the
But
most
that
part.
my point is less about the Packers. It's more about the Lions.
Yeah, I
about
see.
the Lions are a losing franchise.
And it
I
all
don't-
comes back
I don't
to
think that these
they're
moves are
turning it
actually
around.
The
going
Jets
to-
are really going to Jets it this year.
Nah,
That's
Totally.
what always comes down
I
to.
don't think that the Lions are just
Wrong.
going to turn it around with Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, I just don't think that that's
There's way
gonna-
more pieces.
They have
Those
a
are
lot more
not the pieces
pieces.
that
Yeah, a
I
lot of
think are
pieces.
going to.
What?
You know what? You
I'm
are
just
you are a
saying.
casual,
Jared
my
Goff.
friend.
Jared Goff is still young. Jared Goff
Hawkinson's
played
there
really.
still, right?
No,
Yeah?
he went to the Vikings.
Oh no, Vikings.
Hawkins
Yeah.
actually-
Oh,
What a
What a
that's-
stupid.
that was
fucking
a train. I was
trade.
thinking the other way
It's
around.
fine. Listen, Jared Goff is still young and he's still a very good quarterback. He played really well last year. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL.
Jameson Williams is going to be top 20 end of the year. That guy's
Jamison
a
Williams,
fucking beast.
we only got a couple games of him,
Top
and
20?
he's explosive as
awesome at
fuck.
Bama.
You could just throw him.
we're-
You could just send him down the
20's
field and
big.
just huck that shit.
Yeah.
He'll catch it.
If we're comparing though if we're comparing the Lions to the Jets though, like the Jets,
Jets
to
are
me
better.
are way more likely
there's-
to win their division than
Yeah.
Oh,
than
absolutely.
the
Yeah.
Lions.
I think that's
Oh,
I
well,
think it's a terrible
winning the-
statement.
I
Winning
think
the
so, 'cause the
division.
Bills are good.
Hold on.
The Bills are good. The
Patriots are
Dolphins
good.
are good. The
I
Patriots
I
have
got
Bill
caught up
Belichick,
in
like-
the. I got caught up in the Jets.
Sorry, not win the
feuds.
division. Let's say just we'll have a better record because the
I
the
still
Jets
don't
are
think
just a way
so.
better team.
I think it's tough
I
because
think the Lions have a better record than the Jets because the Jets in the AFC East
AFC
is a
is
beast.
tougher
road, a tougher
It's a
road.
beast
Yeah.
of a kind.
Yeah,
And then the
I see what
AFC
you're
in
saying.
general.
I see what you're saying.
AFC
the
is
Jets
tough.
are a better
You think
team.
the Jets are a better team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're
That's
facing tougher competition.
Yeah.
I still don't. I don't know if I can agree with that.
How are the Jets not a better team?
Who's your quarterback right now? You don't have Aaron Rodgers yet.
Not yet.
That's
That's true.
true.
So
That's fine.
That's my case.
That's fine. That's it. That's all
Watch
you got.
Rodgers stay in
That's all
Green
you
Bay
got.
and they win
That's
the
all you
Bro,
division.
I'm telling you, the Jets are going to Jets it.
all you got.
I've been
Something
saying
is
that.
going to
I've been
fucking
saying
happen.
that. I've been saying that. No, Rodgers is almost a surefire lock to be on the Jets, but I thought
Purdue was a surefire lock in my 10-legger fucking parlay this last weekend.
I will stand by my statement. The Jets won't be as good as people expect them to be.
No, you're wrong. You're so wrong.
Tell me why the Jets win the Super Bowl then, Gio.
Wrong. Because if we get Aaron Rodgers, we have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers.
You were shitting on him all last year.
Of course,
when we were talking about Aaron Rodgers last year, you were like, "Yeah, he's a fucking bomb. He's fucking
wild.
He's one of the best quarterbacks of all time."
Yeah, you put on that Jets green, man. Oh man, he's gonna be real fucking good.
If anyone puts on the Jets green, they suck immediately.
That's my point.
That's how it goes.
Rodgers is incredible. I'm not shitting on Aaron Rodgers as a player. He's one of the greatest ever. One of the best to ever do it. The Jets are one of the worst to ever do it. You put on the New York jersey, you immediately are bad. Gio, that is You're a Mets fan. You should know this too.
The Mets suck. I don't care about the Mets right now. I'm not on the Mets right now.
The Jets suck too.
No, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, what?
Listen.
I'm listening.
Rodgers is playing for vengeance this year, okay? The Packers don't want him. They kind of screwed him at the end when he went into the darkness. We all heard it. We all saw it. So he's going to want to prove him wrong. He's like, all right, you want to fuck me? I fuck you. He's going to fucking go. He's going to fuck me? I fuck. He's going to go all the way with the Jets. The Jets... With Rodgers, that running back, Breece Hall, was going to finish as a top 5 running back last year if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, he was.
Fact. He's going to come back. He's going to be healthier than ever. That running back group, you could rotate. You got Michael Carter. You got some other running backs. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
You do.
At wide receiver, we just signed Allen Lazard. That's a good number 2 wide receiver because we got Garrett Wilson at number 1, the rookie of the year. Garrett Wilson.
And you got Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore, very, 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 very slept on. We might get Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb's younger than people expect. Randall Cobb's 32 years old. It feels like he's been in the NFL
last
since
5 years from that's been good.
What happened?
Have you seen one highlight of Randall Cobb in the last 5 years?
Yeah, he scored like 2 touchdowns.
It doesn't matter. You might think it seemed like Randall Cobb played in 1986, but he's only 32 years old. You know what? He's just serviceable.
You don't need Cobb. Your receiver core's good.
We got Corey Davis too. Fuck it. Corey Davis is still young. He's 28. We still got him. Denzel Mims is on the come.
We know your receivers.
You're listing guys we don't even care about.
Okay, the entire defense is sick. The Jets had an incredible defense last year, and they're only getting better. They're only getting better. And the coaching, the culture, it's a whole flip. It's a whole 180 from what it used to be.
I do like the solid Douglas. It's a good one.
Exactly. And Nathaniel Hackett, listen, bad head coach. Good coordinator. Real good coordinator. Real good guy. He can coordinate the fuck out of an offense. He can coordinate the fuck out of an offense. He was the offensive coordinator for Aaron Rodgers in his back-to-back MVP years. Rodgers calls it his COVID MVP years. I don't know why he said that. Whatever. But he was the coordinator for Rodgers during his MVP years.
He was.
So if we get Rodgers, we're gonna go all the way. They might not win the division because the Buffalo Bills.
The division's good. Really good
club. Real good club.
That's a good fucking ball club right there.
Upstate New York, you got to show respect to those boys.
That's how you know he's also a baseball favorite.
Yeah, we 2-pack for those boys. The Patriots, stop. People are.
They're not going to get Lamar.
They're not going to get Lamar. And the Dolphins are going to go, oh, it's 17. Tua is not your quarterback. All right? Give up.
Unfortunately.
Give up.
That's factually he is, but I don't
factually.
Hey, but they got your boy Mike White right there.
I hate the Jets, and I don't hate the Jets.
Mike White's going to throw for 8,000 yards next season for the Dolphins, and it's going to hurt.
Just because it'd be so Jetsy.
Yes, it's going to hurt.
That would be so Jetsy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't hate the Jets. I want to make that very clear. I do not hate the Jets. As a Giants fan, I have respect for the Jets. We have no beef. I'm a New Yorker. I love the. I honestly root for the Jets. I hope the Jets get 12 wins.
Well, you're not a New Yorker. You're a T-necker.
I'm from, all right, whatever. Raised in New Jersey. I would say my parents are both New Yorkers. I live in New York. I've rooted for only, shout out FDU, Teaneck, New Jersey.
That's where I was getting with that.
Thank you. Sorry. Yep. Yeah, they lost, so fuck them.
But they covered.
They covered. My point, though, is that it's not that I hate the Jets. I'm not just saying this to be like, fuck the Jets, like I think like Adam would say because he's a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, right.
He hates the Jets.
My expectations for the Jets are always for them to lose.
Yeah,
I want them to win. I'm going to root for them. If they get Aaron Rodgers, they would obviously have a nasty team on paper. I want them to win. I want New York sports to thrive. By the way, I'm a Mets fan. and this might be blasphemous to say, I feel the same way about the Yankees sometimes. Unless we're playing them, I don't really hate the Yankees the way a traditional Mets fan. There's no reason for me to hate them.
I feel kind of
There's
sick
no
right
reason
now.
for me to hate them.
There's so many reasons to hate the Yankees. Number one, they're the fucking Yankees.
That's not the point. That's not the point. We can talk about this off the pod, but whatever.
Yeah.
My point is though,
Gio's so mad right now.
In the same way that you're a great player and you put on a Mets jersey and you become bad or you get hurt or something, the Jets have the same curse, and I believe in that curse. And I don't see it going.
But they could turn it around. So many football organizations have turned it around. The
That's
Buffalo
true.
Bills were bad for a
we talked about this
long
last
time.
week. You're right.
They went to back in the day. For you kids
Back
back
in the
home, you
day.
weren't alive, me included. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls. And they lost 4 straight Super Bowls. They were bad for so
I feel so bad.
long.
Jim
And
Kelly,
now
bro.
Josh Allen comes
When was the
up.
last
Hold on.
time
You're
the
not
Jets-
bad if you go to 4 straight
Yeah.
Super Bowls.
No, when was the
but
last
that's
time
a
the
curse.
Jets made a
But that's
Super
part of
Bowl?
it. I'm sorry.
It's a
But
curse.
it's part of that curse. It's
1969.
hold on.
They made the Super Bowl in
Hold on,
1969.
sorry.
They won it.
Sorry.
I know, but they haven't made one since.
But I'm saying it's a curse that they went to 4 straight Super Bowls and they couldn't win
Yeah,
one.
that's
and
cursed.
then they were bad. They were a bad team. Now they're one of the best teams in the NFL. Everyone says that they're going to win the Super Bowl every single year because they turn it around. They turn the organization around. They get the right players in place. They get the people that want to get behind it, that believe
So you
in
think
the
you're gonna
culture
beat that
change.
team in the division
If you
then?
want to talk about the Bears turning around, they're 1 year away. Oh, the Lions, they're 1 year away. Why not the Jets? They
'Cause you
have
don't have
every
a
single
quarterback.
piece. Oh, they have every single piece outside of quarterback. You get one serviceable quarterback in there,
You're right.
and you win. And you win
I think
games. And
if
you
you
make
guys
the
even had a
playoffs.
Jimmy G, you got a real good chance.
Yeah,
Like,
hey, that's fine. And we could if Rodgers doesn't happen, I don't even know who the free agents are.
Jimmy G's in the
anymore.
Raiders now,
I know he's still with the Raiders.
this is why I think
know
you're gonna
he's
Jets it because all the good ones are gone.
I don't
now.
know who's a free agent right now.
You guys
Maybe
are
Cooper
still
Rush. We'll
waiting
get
on
Cooper
him.
Rush.
Cooper
Fine.
Rush. quarterback?
We re-signed him.
We signed
re-signed
fine.
Rush.
Fuck
Mike
it.
White's gone.
I don't-
You're
we got-
still waiting
there's
on
a- we got
Rodgers.
Aaron
No, no,
fucking
there's-
Rodgers.
Don't let Jack
There's a
get into your
guy.
head.
There's a
Rodgers
guy
is
named.
coming.
There's a guy named
Don't
Chris
worry.
Strevler. I don't know for you deep cut Jets fans out there.
Chris
In the
Strevler.
preseason, he had 3 comeback wins
I
for
remember
the
he was
Jets.
sick.
He could scramble. He played in the CFL.
He's got a
won
nice
it.
sleeve.
He won a championship in the CFL
Yo, I
in
think you guys should pick
2019.
up
I
Johnny
don't know.
Manziel. See if Johnny Manziel.
No, you guys are gonna get Rodgers, all right?
Yeah, we're
You're
gonna
gonna
get
get
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
I'm not
Y'all
worried
gonna
about
be
that.
real good.
We'll trade the package because what is it? It's either the Packers get something for him or he just retires.
No,
And they
y'all-
get
It's,
nothing. So they'd rather take
Y'all are
something.
gonna be
think
really good, bro.
It's
For sure.
the Packers are just
I think so. I think so.
the Packers are holding out on it for longer because there's like a certain date where if they just wait till then they don't have
June-
to pay him as
July
much
1st?
money.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fine.
yeah.
That's fine. We'll wait. I'll sit
you
around.
wait.
Rodgers coming
Yeah,
to the
patience
Jets.
is
All
gonna be
right,
my
patience
point
is
is-
key, bro.
My
Patience
point is
key.
though, we got there because of the Lions. I still don't think the Lions are going to be that good.
Yeah,
That's my point.
You're so wrong on too many.
You're right,
points.
actually. That's how we got there. Wow.
That is how we got
I think the Lions are gonna win the division. I agree with Jack.
I think the Lions will be better than the Jets.
That's wrong.
But I want the Jets to be good so bad because I think the city would burn to the ground.
It'd be fucking awesome.
Like it would be so fun.
I am rooting for a
Chaos.
To have the
Giants
Jets.
Super Bowl.
Chaos.
Oh, I'm not.
I mean, there's no
That'd be fun.
shot.
This is the ultimate Snoopy Bowl.
that would be.
We're gonna clip this. You
The
mark my words,
ultimate
it's coming.
Snoopy Bowl.
That would
Might not
suck.
be this year. Might be in 20 years. But I'm gonna clip it.
Oh man, all right. Clip it. 20 years down the line, I'm gonna be like
Bro,
40.
the city would
Chris
burn.
Trevler is 45, leading the Jets to
Incoming
a Super Bowl.
Mets Yankees World Series and Giants
Subway
Jets
Series.
Super Bowl
Subway Series.
2024.
Imagine the
Bowl.
same year.
Dude.
That'd be crazy.
That
dude.
would-
All right. Well, we got to wrap up here, but
We do
thank
have
you
to wrap
for
up.
listening to the Caps Off podcast. Check out our socials. Caps Off Pod on Instagram, Caps Off Podcast on TikTok.
That's right.
Go to thegameday.com for any sports betting offers, advice, whatever you want. Bet on March Madness with us. Maybe take some futures on the
We're
NFL.
4K away.
What, 4K away?
Yep, we're just about at 6K on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube because Jack, when we hit 10K, is going to get a tattoo on his butt cheek. So,
I didn't think we were ever going to do that, but now it's way too realistic.
oh, come on.
We're
now.
here.
Come on now. You got to
Trains
believe.
left the
Gotta
station.
believe.
I already
All
got
right.
one
Trains-
on my left cheek. I might as well get a right cheek.
Yeah,
going.
of course.
dude.
Make
you
it a
double
nice.
up on
Maybe
the left.
double up on the same.
Oh, nice. Little butt sleeve.
I'm thinking.
Building the butt
The
sleeve.
believe.
The believe. You got to believe. All right. Well, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye. Bye.
Disagree with any of these takes? Let us know in the comments. And if you want the best offers and picks for sports betting, go to thegameday.com. You better check it out.